All right, here we are on our run and driving video of our 2002 Chevy S-10 Xtreme Blazer. It's got just under 86,000 original miles. Having it running here for a while, so the temperature's starting to come up. But you can see the headlights and the fog lights all working properly. Turn signals and four-ways are working where they should. Really nice and bright lights. I think the previous owner put some aftermarket bulbs in it because they're really bright at nighttime, so no issues there. Visibility is great. You can see it's running nice and smooth, no hiccuping, no shaking, no belt squeals or anything. This is just a really sweet little rig. You can see the tail lights are blinking as they should. Both license plate lights are working. You can see that nice little rumble idle going. No smoking, no exhaust shake or rattling. That whining noise, the fuel pump, the GMs just always have pretty loud fuel pumps in this era. You can see the tailgate goes down nice and easy. If you let go of it, has that kind of assist to it. Sometimes those will break if they're abused or got a ton of miles. Alrighty, I'll go ahead and hop in here and show you some of the stuff. So you got your entry. The driver's seat is power. This is just my headphones and stuff. So I'll go ahead and hop in here and show you how easy it is. Pretty cool. You just grab a hold of this handle back here, or actually go ahead and grab this one first. That automatically pops up. Unlike some of the Yukons and Suburbans and stuff and Tahoes, you have to take the headrest off so you don't damage it. But it pops up and then it pops back in place. And then this kind of just automatically lays down. It's kind of a cool system. You can see it's got a lot of storage area. If you need to sleep back here, it might not be the best. So I guess you do gotta pop those up on yourself. I thought they did it automatically. You got some little storage areas here on both sides. Kind of cool. Just a super cool little SUV, little hot rod. You can see that all that stuff's working right. Power door locks are working from the passenger side. Windows are tinted. Of course it goes all the way down, but I want to drive you nuts. And this is the Solar Ray deep tent. I'm not sure if you can see that. And then I think it's pretty matched. So I don't know, maybe it's had aftermarket tint here too, but it's pretty equal tint all the way around. One thing I didn't mention in the other video is this trim panel piece here is aged a little bit faded on both sides. So you can see it's got kind of just a little bit of a rough edge to it, and then the third brake light's got a little bit of delaminating on the black corner trim here. Let's see, trying to think of everything on this thing. It's just a killer truck. Everything works on this truck. Of course, we'll go with the power window. We'll go all the way down. Door locks work. Power window switch works from this side too. I'll turn the four-way flashers off. Oh, I'll kick on the high beams too, so you can see that the high beams working. And on all newer vehicles, I mean, well, I guess this is about 24 or 22 years old, so I still consider it newer or a later model. But when you go on the high beams, the fog lights turn off. My 05 Dodge is the same way. I just love this era of truck. You know, from the Dodge pickups to Silverados. I got a 2000 Silverado, 99 S-10, 2005 Dodge, and then I got a 99 Mustang too. And so I just love this era. So I'll go ahead and turn the high beams off. Heater works amazing, and so does the AC. I'm on the heater right now. It's medium low. You can barely hear it. Medium high, and then high, and all speeds work. I'll go ahead and click this over. Hopefully you can hear the different blend door change to the floor. And that's probably the loudest. That's just straight on your face. goes a little quieter there. I'm now going to click it over to the cool, and you kind of hear a pitch difference. You hear it gets a little louder. And I'm going to go ahead and go max AC. That's AC, then that's max AC. It's going to be the loudest one. So I'm going to go ahead and shut this off because it's going to be a little louder than the GoPro. Here is, you got your rear hatch button. It does work. The pop up, and then I'll go ahead and go low on the wiper. It's got brand new wipers, so I don't want to burn them. That's high. And I'll turn it off there. And then stereo works great. Like I said, it's wired for sub. I imagine it's probably got aftermarket speakers in the doors. So it just sounds awesome. So we'll this is your fog light or fog light that comes on, so that's fog lights off. So it's just cool. I just like to show all that stuff works along with your rear defroster. It lights up. I'll go put it in gear, and you can see, oh, put the brake on all the way. It's got a little bit, wants to take off, so maybe the rear brake needs adjustment. We'll get that taken care of, so look for an update on the post there. And then so you can see the cigarette lighters work. The light works for the interior there. The lighter's never been used, so you might need a replacement if you do desire to use it. But the port does work. I used it to charge my cell phone a bunch of times, but it doesn't want to push all the way in there for the lighter. I'm trying to think. Got the it's got intermediate speed of 5 different speeds on the intermediate. And then you go to low, and then you go to high. So it's got 85,923 miles. We'll go ahead and pop the e-brake off so it wants to roll really quick. Oh, we'll go ahead and get that sunroof open all the way. So that's it closed, but I like to have it open for the light. And then also helps out with doing the video for the GoPro. But you can see all the gauges are lit up nice. It's just a really smooth, nice running truck. Hopefully you guys can see the gauges. The stereo lights up in blue, which is really cool to match the truck. I'm sure it probably, it's a modern CD player, so you can probably change those colors, like a lot of them you can. But it looks like kind of by the headlights, they got kind of that bright white blue look to them. You know, the license plate coverage kind of a blue tint to it, and the stereo kind of matches, which is nice. All the gauges are looking good. We're up on the temperature, charging good, half tank of fuel. It'll probably still be under 86,000 miles when the new owner takes ownership, but there might be some test drives, so it might have a couple more on it than the 924. Just a very easy and extremely comfortable truck to drive. I took it on a trip with my kids to Chelan, which if you're not from this area is, you know, probably about a 4-hour drive. And I have no back issues when I got there. It was just comfortable and cozy. Plenty of room for all of us. You can see it doing 55. I mean, no shake in the steering wheel. The steering wheel has no wear. Looks like absolutely brand new, but you can see it's just glides down the road. Sorry about that, was my camera fell off over there. But just a very easy driving vehicle. It's got the cruise control is on right now. I got it cruised on at 55. I'm not sure if you can see if my foot's hopefully you can see it moving around down here. It is not on. I'll go ahead and turn it off, and you'll see the speedometer kind of drop down. I'll go ahead and punch it and let it kick down. It's got a good, nice bit of power. You know, getting on the brake, it's not shaking or anything like that. It puts you back in your seat a little bit. It's got a nice little rip to it. I'm not sure if the Xtremes have a little more punch to them than a factory 4.3. It feels like it's got pretty good rip to it, but it could be just that little Flowmaster giving it a little bit extra. You know, probably only about 5 horsepower. But they handle a lot better than a regular S-10. They got that factory ZQ8 suspension that came along in the late 90s. I think it actually came along in the 95 SS S-10, if I'm not wrong. But oh, here we go. There's the potholes. I want to take you on that so you can see it's not shaking and rattling all over the place. No ball joint or tie rod noises. But I had an S-10 for sale on Bring a Trailer quite a while ago, and the guy that actually designed the ZQ8 suspension, actually, he chimes in every once in a while on Bring a Trailer, which is pretty cool. I can't remember what his username is, but hopefully he'll chime in on this one. But they have a bigger sway bar, different coil springs and stuff. Just kind of a different suspension rating. But hopefully you can see all the different slices in the road and patches and stuff. You can see this truck just soaks it up. And we're going to come into a couple of 90s. It's one of my favorite test drive roads. It's a sharp 90, and you'll see someone didn't make it through the fence there. But you can see that the steering wheel has nice resistance. It has the proper amount of turning rotation. If you got a worn out steering box or steering system period, the steering wheel is going to rotate way over, and then, I mean, you're not going to just come right back to center like this. You're going to see it kind of fishing it down. But it wants to recenter itself, gives you a good amount of resistance. And this is really a truck